Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today what a day overall. I have to say that, what a day overall. Because first and foremost, not only did we get onto the first watch-along back on this channel, and it's the first of many, as the watch-alongs are back and back better than ever. So make sure you guys subscribe, the notification bell is on. Well, that was a pleasant watch with all of you in the chat that were there and everything that had happened. Honestly, wonderful stream overall and a good result to accompany it. So thank you to everyone that joined, and make sure you're on the next one too, covering all the Chelsea games. Tomorrow, those three big games, Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle, Tottenham, Man City, that will be covered. All the Champions League last 16, Europa League latter stage, all the big Premier League games, as well as all the Chelsea games will all be covered. So make sure you guys are going to be here for that. But we done that first watch along back. That was amazing. But there was that. There was the protest that did take place, and I salute and commend every single person that was on the ground and there in living colour. There was the journalists that all showed up, and the press, and BBC had spoken about it. It did do the rounds, considering it was 300 odd people, but it did do the rounds. So for the first one, that's the aim, to get that in motion. So overall, really salute to everyone and commend everyone that actually went and was on the ground. So that took place and that was heard. And then we go on to the football and we win 4-0. Now, a pleasant watch overall because of the result. I also put things into context here, because I feel like after the first goal, we got into our stride and we played really well. But Southampton, just as predicted in the preview, Southampton need to get relegated ASAP. Like, they were dreadful. They had absolutely nothing to offer. Nothing. They might as well have not shown up. Do you know what I mean? So this result, it's a good result. It's a win. It's 4 goals. I'll take it, of course. But at the same time, there is the realization, which at the end of the game, I get the feeling, and during the game as well, I get the feeling that the players and even Maresca and the coaching staff, everyone is not grounded enough to realize the situation. I say this because the goals that were scored, obviously, you score goals, celebrate. But we overdid it. We did overdo it. And Southampton at home. And Southampton are poor. You know, some people would say, let them be happy. Personally, it's not time to be happy. These are young players. I expect them to just go along with the flow. But it's not a time. It's a time to remain focused and not get carried away. Yes, all of this, great, right? Today, worked. Even Maresca, at the end of his coaching staff, everyone's giving each other hugs and whatnot. Like, listen, it's Southampton. Realistically, this is a sort of game, you'd have this sort of result, you keep it moving. Just a little acknowledgement. Cool. Nice. On to the next. No looking back. I feel like we're trying to also sympathize with ourselves, which is just not the right mentality to have. Overall, it's not. So I want to make that clear, because for the praise that there is to offer today, 100%, there has to be the realization that this win was actually expected. I said this in my preview. We've been poor, really bad, but we're going to beat Southampton, surely. It's Southampton. They are tragic. Like, we're bad. They're tragic. Realistically, they should not be in this league any longer. If there was a way to relegate someone early, I would do it with Southampton. That's all due respect to them as well. I'm not trying to, gun down on them or anything. But they got 9 points this whole season so far after 27 games. They are on a record. They are on track to beating all sorts of bad records. So that's that. The team was as expected. And to be honest, for the first 20 minutes or so, it was just lackadaisical, really. It was just really low. Tempo was down. Things weren't really happening. Nothing was really being created. and neither was Southampton. Southampton actually, no, to be fair, I think they had like one near chance. It was like, oh my God, did they just nearly go 1-0 up? Once we got the goal, obviously, every time we get a goal now, it's like, okay, get the second. We need to kill the game. Kill the game, please. We've got to kill this. And we did. To be fair, we did. And I feel like, thankfully, with the way that the game went, we didn't have to like wait too long to be able to kill the game off. You know, normally we get that first goal, then we're on edge. We're like this, and we're like just frozen, waiting for something to happen. Luckily, Nkunku got the first goal, back post, with the header, tossing with the assist actually for that one. 12 minutes later, Pedro Neto with the Nkunku assist, right? And slots that in pretty well. 2-0 up, that's it. It's game over. Now, Neto surprised me because when he got the ball in that position, I was waiting for him to slot it into the bottom right-hand corner. He goes for the bottom left or mid-left, like just roast it. And he roasted it. And the keeper, Aaron Ramsdale, was on his side. He didn't get near. So that's when you knew that early on, being 2-0 up, done. There's no way Southampton are coming back. They're just not. So, happy days. We end the first half, actually, 3-0. Good ball into the box, right? A clean header by Levi Colwill. Very clean header. To be honest, for that goal, he did get himself in between two big lads. Good power. Slots it. Good header overall. I can't even say, he's just playing against bad players or anything like that. For that goal, he physically beat the other two, got what he wanted and slotted it really, really nicely. So 3-0. Get into the second half, and it's funny, on the stream, on that watch-along, I was like, you know what? I think we might get a fourth, maybe a fifth, but we'll get a fourth, and I reckon it's going to be Cucurella. I said that. Cucurella scores the fourth. So, Cucurella scores the fourth. Tyreek George with the assist, I'll be honest. Any other serious Premier League game, that goal's not happening. Tyreek George isn't getting the space and time to be able to put that ball into the first box because no one closed him down when they should have. The defender was just jogging. And then Cucurella, all the time and space in the middle of the box by the penalty spot, receives the ball, takes a touch, looks. Nah, man, your legs are going to get taken off against a serious team. There's just no way that it's that slow. Do you know? But against Southampton, you can do that. And it worked. So, 4-0. It's like I've said, happy days. Caicedo is the only negative here. And not with how he's played, because the midfield, there was no threat. The midfield just had a training session today. But Caicedo with another yellow card. He's on 9 yellow cards now. He was on 7 before we played Villa. We lose to Villa. He gets booked in that game too. 8. Today, 9. Next game will be 10. He gets 10 yellow cards. He'll be banned for 2 games. And that's coming. There's no way he doesn't get 1 yellow card for the rest of the season. 100%. You know what? If I'm him, I'm getting booked the next game. Get booked immediately. I'll do what Jose did. Do you remember when Jose got Xabi Alonso and who else was it? Sergio Ramos sent off on purpose. Just so they can miss the next game. Therefore, they wouldn't miss, was it like a quarterfinal or semi-final or something? So they would be available for that 100%. You do that here. Because the next game we got Leicester. Screw it. Get the yellow card. Yeah, let me actually go to the games. Get the yellow. Oh, crap. No, we actually don't get the yellow. Don't get the yellow. You know what? You should have got sent off today. You should have just got sent off today. Mrs. Leicester, cool, not a problem. Because after that, we got Arsenal. And then we got Tottenham. And then we got Brentford. If he cannot get booked, yeah, until Brentford, he can get booked at Brentford. Get booked at Brentford, not a problem. If he's there for Arsenal, he's there for Tottenham, get booked at Brentford, miss Ipswich, miss Fulham, and then we get him for Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United, Nottingham Forest. Then we're good. You see, now you've got to calculate things because Caicedo gets booked way too easily. He's got to control himself. He gets way too easily. That's the only negative today. Apart from that, everything was pretty straightforward. I don't want to say lush or anything, or, oh, fantastic. No, we played Southampton, guys. Relax, pipe down. In fact, Leicester will give us a better game than Southampton. And that's next. So, we'll see how it goes. But overall, look, 4-0, happy days. Palmer, to be honest, I've got to mention this as well. Cole Palmer had a horrific night tonight. He's turned into Jackson. With all due respect, he's actually turned into Jackson. Like, there were some things today where I was looking, I was going, oh my God, no, Palmer, that's on you. That's on you. And I said this on the watch long. I believe this is an example of what can happen when you've got poor quality around you and then you get dragged down to that level. But I think even now, psychologically, he's affected. Even Cole Palmer, who is basically the Lord and Saviour of this team. Even he's affected. That goes to show. And this is why you need not just experience. When I say experience, people just think, oh, you're just going to get some random 29-year-old or 30-year-old. No. When you have top experience, an elite experienced player or players, those are the ones that will be able to help those young players psychologically in a moment like this. They're the ones that will be able to drag them across the line. And when you ain't got that, you've got young players having to just fend for themselves. And this is why we lack. Or it's one of the many reasons why we lack. It's not why we lack. It's one of the many reasons why we've been lacking, why we've been losing, why we are in the situation we're in. We all know it. There's many reasons. There's an entire list, right? So, Cole Palmer, poor. Over. And I would have taken him off, I'll be honest. After 3-0, it was 3-0, I'd have taken him off. If it was 0-0, you don't take Cole Palmer off. You just don't, because he's Cole Palmer. Like, you just don't know what he can produce in any moment. But at 3-0, when there's no pressure, I reckon take him off and just let him sit it out. But we didn't. We kept him on. Matisse came on the pitch. Poor. Matisse, you should not be playing football. Meanwhile, for Matisse Amugu, I mean, he had a very, very short cameo. I think, controlled the ball once, didn't control it well, controlled it again, passed once, and that was about it. So, yeah, that was it. A couple of the other lads came on. Mueka came on. Achiempong came on. Pretty much it. So, overall, yeah, happy result. Cool. But don't get carried away. We played Southampton, and they are in the gutter. So, there we are. Let me know your thoughts on that. And again, big up to all of those that went to the protest. And it's the first of many. As it should be. And I feel like a lot of things are going to begin to align. There's many points and many different reasons why people are angry with the club and the ownership. And I feel like all those things will align. And that protest today showed exactly how. Because many people were claiming different reasons as to why they were there. But that goes to show how many problems there are at the club. So we'll see what goes on from now on forth. But yeah, Chelsea do pick up 3 points. Happy days. Chelsea, I think, at the moment are in fourth. Results elsewhere actually went our way. So as it stands, Chelsea in fourth. Man City and Newcastle can both go above if they get results tomorrow, but they both got hard games. City got to play Tottenham at Tottenham, and Newcastle got to play Liverpool. So going into matchday 28, with Bournemouth losing to Brighton today, did they lose? Let me check. I think they lost. Yeah, Brighton beat them 2-1. That means that we've gone above Bournemouth now. So it's all very touch and go. Just to show you the situation right now as it stands, with Forest, City and Newcastle still to play. As it stands, Nottingham Forest in third on 47 points. Aston Villa in 10th on 42 points. That's how tight it all is. So let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Again, thank you to everyone that joined on to the watch along, that subbed, that contributed. Be there for the next one. We'll do it again tomorrow. With all of these games popping off, we'll go through the motions and see what happens. But thank you all so much. Be there tomorrow. Catch you then. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.